And heading on back down to local news, the Solicitor General is the nation's top attorney who represents the state and its agencies in local and international legal disputes. And SolGen Guevarra made it clear why he was the president's first choice for the job as he defended before the High Court point for point all three arguments contained in the petition versus LTO's no contact apprehension policy that our Luisa Erispe covers in this report.
At today's oral arguments in the Supreme Court, Solicitor General Guevarra defended the implementation of the non-contact apprehension policy in Metro Manila. He answered all the arguments thrown by transport groups and taxi drivers association as petitioners. Some of the arguments stated are violation of the Data Privacy Act and the RA 4136 Section 29 and lack of due process in identifying the real violator of traffic rules. These arguments were presented by Pasang Mazda, Kapit, Autodap, ACTO, and the National Taxi Operators Association.
The NCAP ordinances must be struck down and declared by this honorable court as constitutionally infirm and invalid. Petitioner most respectfully seek the kind indulgence of this honorable Supreme Court that once declared as unconstitutional, respondents be ordered to refund all fines, penalties, and interests and surcharge collected.
But Solicitor General Guevarra, who represented the LTO and MMDA, answered all of these. According to him, the argumentation on the Data Privacy Act should be submitted to the National Telecommunications Commission first, rather than the Supreme Court. He also insisted providing information on the registered vehicle owner by the LTO to the LGU is not covered by the law. Much more, the driver's face is not captured by the NCAP cameras, so it does not violate the privacy of the driver. Meanwhile, on the violation of RA 4136, according to SolGen, the driver's license will not be confiscated through the NCAP, so it does not violate Section 29. The NCAP will not only allow the vehicle to be re-registered with the LTO. And when it comes to identifying the real violator, Guevarra insisted that the notice of violation to the vehicle owner received does not mean he has to be the one to pay the fine. As stated, the vehicle owner can simply ask the one who violated the traffic rules to pay in his behalf. Moreover, Guevarra insisted that according to the Philippine Chamber of Commerce, the government loses 3.5 billion pesos per day due to traffic congestion in Metro Manila, and it could worsen to 5.4 billion per day by 2035 if the traffic problem is not resolved. Therefore, in order to at least solve this problem, the NCAP should be re-implemented.
We therefore pray that this most honorable court green light the NCAP's re-implementation, especially at this point when government has embarked on the difficult task of reinvigorating our economy devastated by the pandemic. To this end, the state most respectfully prays for the immediate lifting of the court's temporary restraining order. Mr. Chief Justice, the honorable members of this court, we reiterate the right to use vehicles in public roads is a mere privilege.
The argument ended without lifting the temporary restraining order. However, the respondents and the petitioners were asked to submit necessary documents to the Supreme Court within 5 days so the court can decide by then whether to temporarily lift the TRO or not. Luisa Erispe for The Nation.